Oh, okay. You may start the episode.
Welcome everybody, boys and girls.
We are back at it once again at the rallies on Kings Boulevard. Natural Bridge of Kings Highway. Actually is what I meant to say. So, Roe v. Wade. Now this is where you're gonna have to you're gonna have to give me your input. I need
Who,
some.
me?
Yeah, I'm gonna need. I need to not be alone on this one, because otherwise I'm gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to win this on the first go.
You still not? I'm in awe. I'm quiet because I'm in awe of what's happening. Oh, that was beautiful. Don't get cocky, goddammit. Don't just start jumping for nothing.
As you she?
Boy, the fact that y'all are riding these damn sleds uphill is ridiculous. I am the walrus.
Choo.
Anyway, so in the last episode I talked about Dunbar's number. In this episode I'm talking about Roe v. Wade, and I probably won't talk about the whole episode because I'm not a woman. I really argued the fact that I don't believe the idea that because you can't have a baby you shouldn't have an opinion. That sounds like I can't stress enough to how fucking stupid the concept of, since you can't get pregnant, you shouldn't have an opinion on if a woman blah blah blahs with a baby or not. Oh, that's fucking dumb. Because y'all can't have a baby without us. So effectively, in your opinion, even though it's a two-person process, you should have the final say on all of it. Go fuck yourself. How about that? And you can't get pregnant from it. So then, motherfucker, how about that shit? Your mama, how about that? That's just dumb as fuck to me. That's incredibly stupid to me. It's you don't carry the baby. You shouldn't have a say so. Why not? Because if you choose to carry the baby, and then for whatever reason, if I was nah, I don't want no baby, and you was well, I don't care, I am keeping it. I don't have to have I don't have to agree that I want the baby to exist, but I'm still gonna have to pay child support if you have it. So at the end of the day, you get to make it's one of those things where it's as far they're making all the decisions, but don't seem to be aware that they're making all the decisions. It's kind of somebody at a raffle, and they get one thing, and then the next thing is okay, cool, everybody should get at least one thing from this, and it's no, okay, it's kind of it's kind of Secret Santa, where motherfuckers are passing around gifts, and it's they're the first ones. I should get to go first. Why? Because I am a woman. I should go first. Fine. So they take the first. So they pick a gift, and they're yeah, I like this. I want to keep this. And so then the next gift gets picked, and they're you know what? No, I like that one more. It's are you gonna give me that one? It's no, because I get to choose this. I didn't even know that was there. That shouldn't count. It's that. It's motherfucker, look, either you can be in control of, you can either be in control of A or B, but you can't have all three. Yeah, there's a third option. So, the idea of a motherfucker saying that, the idea of somebody simply stating that they want to, that women should be able to have abortions. I'm completely in agreement. I think 100%, yeah, y'all should be able to have abortions if it's necessary. The idea is well, no, we're taking we're taking the choice away for anybody who's just like, I'm just gonna kill this fucking baby for reasons unknown. Like, if the answer is because I fucking want to, like, that's not a good enough answer. Like, that's not a good answer in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you understand? Like, okay, so I think it'll make more sense if y'all look at it like this. Like, there's a group of people who I'm talking to right now who are like, this is above and beyond me. When Konami was like, we're not doing Silent Hills, and they were like, everybody was like, why not? And they were like, we don't want to. Dumbass reason. Stupid fucking reason. You came up with this like insane concept of something that was genuinely beautiful. The entire world lost its collective shit over. And then you were like, nah, we ain't gonna do it. You decided you weren't gonna do it, and you also decided to get rid of the thing that like you were gonna get rid of the do you know where you're going? Because it does not look like you do.
I have a general idea. Yeah.
He told me he practiced.
I did.
Okay. I didn't say you didn't. I said you told me you practiced. I can openly say I don't really see the practice, but you know, that's you. That's where we are. I am not saying that it took us longer to beat Super Mario World than I thought it should have. I'm not gonna lie. We had struggles. Like, a lot of them were because of connection issues. We did struggle quite a bit. But I am just saying, it's also possible I just like commit more shit to memory. Like, I play games that I remember better. Oh, that felt good. I don't think that's just what it is. Like, I commit, like, I don't choose to memorize any of this shit. But then again, I don't remember any game from I don't remember any of the games from 64. The only games from the 64 era that I remember well enough to do them today is Pro Skater 1 and 2. That's it. Like, I don't remember 3 all that well. I remember it well, but not perfectly. It's like, that's the only 64 games I could probably play today, and, well, you fucking... It's slightly askew. Oh, look at the mark. This is a setting. The Tinky Winkies are pulling out of that box. Get it? Yeah. How did that show end up on television?
I wish I could give you an answer.
How did the Teletubbies end up on TV? Have you seen the Teletubbies?
Yeah.
It's a nightmare.
I will also say that Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is getting an official TV series.
In what capacity?
Like, it's going to be on British TV.
But, like, what is it going to be?
Like what it was.
I really didn't think you were going to be able to do this because you were really fucking just haphazard with the fucking eggs. Like, you weren't spacing your shots out at all. And if I'm not mistaken, you need eggs to hit the button.
I might, actually.
So, sorry, yeah, Roe v. Wade. Things I don't have the right to have an opinion on. I said you didn't have any eggs. I wasn't bullshitting. There's definitely you can do that. Or you're like, in theory, you should be able to do that.
Go get some eggs.
So, so yes, having a conversation with somebody who is like, I don't think that anybody should be able to tell me what I can do with my body. Like men saying that, because like her argument was that men were the ones who made the decision, and I don't know how true that is. I don't know if there were any females whatsoever who were like,
There were.
Yeah, okay, but I don't think they count. They counted.
They don't count them because they're going through menopause.
Oh, okay.
The thing, Okay, so my general
That's
opinion.
so weird, goddamn. I'm just saying, like, just imagine if like a black person's opinion on a subject that they're like somebody pulled me in, like, hey, you a black dude, what you think about like Eminem? You think he's like the greatest rapper? I was like, actually, I think yeah, homie. He's like, man, you like that white boy? You ain't no nigga. Like, so like my opinion is now moot because I don't fit the criteria to help their argument.
I mean, that's usually how studies work. If the data doesn't support their hypothesis, they
Then it's bad data. That's not funny, but that's hilarious. All right, go ahead. Whatever you trying to say. I'm sorry.
uh this is basically how I feel about any lawmakers. It has nothing to do with this specific topic. But I believe we should have term limits on how long people can be like in Congress.
Anywhere, yeah.
Or anywhere in the government.
Any position of power.
Because
there should be a limit. Yeah.
if you are like ancient and you don't seem to understand that the world
is changing.
Yeah. You shouldn't be allowed to make decisions based on how things were 30 to 40 years ago. Ow.
The fuck happened? Did she trip and fall?
It seems.
I think you've literally picked up all the eggs in this area, and the only way you're gonna be able to do this, like I think you're gonna have to.
I didn't check inside the tree.
I keep in mind, I have seen this game played through. Yeah, there's something there. It's either that or red. There you go. Nope, mumbo token. Can you grab the hoot nanny? Yeah.
But in general, I do believe that there should be term limits on every seat of government. And I personally believe that the way we have elected officials at this point should completely be overhauled. Like the electoral college and everything to do with it is just terrible.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. The problem, and the only reason I wouldn't say that is because the electoral college has given us some, like, has delivered us from evil, and has all, but has, I totally understand that people are like, well, you know, if it wasn't for the electoral college, Trump wouldn't have won. Yeah, I totally understand that. And I was like, but with that exact same system in place, you have to understand that, like, that's how we got 8 years of Obama. And I realized, realized that a lot of people are like, hey, I don't think Obama was all that great. It's like, okay, you're welcome to your opinion, but I get the vibe that, like, you as a person, you managed to do that somehow. You as a person wouldn't have been happy, you know, because like, you know that person who feels
you
like,
love when a system's in place.
Yeah, you like when it was working
favor.
for you, but as soon as it isn't working for you, there's a problem, and it doesn't matter what they do to solve that. And if I'm not mistaken, you have to leave, light the tree, and then come back in here to get that. Damn! It's not just the fact that you fell, it's the sound effect they gave it. So like his fucking nose is broken. His nose is broken.
But
I completely
another
agree.
thing about the Roe versus Wade thing, if I could land my shots, that'd be great. Anyway, now I have to fly through the storm.
Oh, that's what happened.
Oh my god.
Like, and again, like this requires that you understand the layout of the stage perfectly, because otherwise you'd spend a lot of time trying to figure out where a goddamn Mark, like you weren't lined up at all.
Not at all, no.
I'm not gonna say I like there's stuff like this in video games that I don't care for. Like this like in Pro Skater 1, like I will say, like Pro Skater 1 is a game that's very unique in and of itself. Does it have to be like from the front every time, or can it be
It doesn't matter.
Like, this is dumb. Like, that's dumb. Like, this is another one of those things that's like, why'd you do this? Like, why is this what you wanted me to do? Like, why wasn't just hitting the button?
Can I like beat bomb it?
I wouldn't. No, is the answer. The answer is like, no, you can't. So it either takes, so if I'm not mistaken, it takes 3 eggs. I just want to point out like how dumb this is. Like, how many people like this is like, this is your favorite game? It takes 3 eggs to hit the light. It takes 3 eggs to hit the light. You have to have eggs to get the light, the 10 light bulbs through across the thing. You need 3 eggs to hit the light. Then you have to have enough red feathers to one know where this launch pad is. Get on the launch pad, and then like fight with the camera to fly through this star 3 times. This is stupid. Like,
yeah, this is a lot for just one Jiggy.
Like, and it's not like, it would be completely different if like it completely launched you into the air immediately, or if there was a way to start flying from standing still. Like with Mario, you know, jumping 3 times. But you have to find a like, you have to find the damn launch pad. Otherwise it doesn't, you know, you can't do it. And then if you get close to doing it, but then you run out of feathers, you still can't do it. Like, I can't help but like, that's fucking stupid. Like, that's bad game design. Like, as the person designing it, you have to ask yourself, why would the player want to keep doing that? And like, it's, again, like, for people who say like it's a classic. Like, obviously the game is like loved by a lot of people. The game didn't come out today. It's old as shit. Like, a lot of people fail to understand, like again,
It's like people look at some people look at like Citizen Kane and they're like, that's the greatest movie of all time. It's like, I'm sure at one point in time, yeah,
it was
I could see
it was
that.
great, yeah. But in comparison to like everything that exists now, it's like there's always this argument that me and Gabriel have over like liking a song better doesn't make it better. It's like, or like liking a remake or a remix or whatever, that doesn't make the song better. To which he's right, but when a song gets remade, like there's the Beatles' version of Come Together, and then there's Michael Jackson's version of Come Together. I think Michael Jackson's version is better, and it's not because it sounds better to me. It's better because the production quality is higher. It's genuinely the best version of that song. It doesn't necessarily mean much of anything. Like, you can like, I've heard covers of songs that sounded exactly like the original song. You feel me? And like, I would still say like I like the original better. It's like, this is what it is. It's like, it's not a matter of like, oh, the ice key. You can't get the ice key in this version.
No, you can like get that in the
360 version.
collection. Yeah.
Come together right now over me. So,
But I don't believe in absolutes. I will say that. Like, I don't believe in absolutes no matter what the issue is, usually. Like, I always think there's exceptions to every rule. As controversial as that may be. But I do believe that, like, keeping things open to interpretation for if something bad happens is the founding, like, ideology of the Constitution. Like, as you realize that what you believe might not necessarily always be good for what you're making.
mm-hmm.
But I do also believe that, like, we as a society forget the golden rule that, like, you have to respect people even if they don't agree with what you believe in.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't mean that y'all have to respect the fact that I think that Roe v. Wade as a whole is stupid. I feel like a woman who has been sexually assaulted, I feel like it should go without asking. Like, it should go without asking if she should be available. She should have like birth control or whatever available to her. As long as she's willing to press charges. And like again, I'm an American who like I'm bad. I'm bad at being black, and I'm bad at being American. Like I am shit at it. Like I think differently, and at the same time not very different. Like I'm American as fuck, but I'm also.
I don't think I can do this right now.
No, you got to get the.
The running shoes,
Yeah.
and those aren't in this world. But I've already gotten the music notes and everything, so I can come back here and get that later.
So, like, how I'm trying to like find a way to explain this in a way that makes sense. Sexual assault isn't okay. I'm not one of those people who feels like, it's alright. It's whatever.
Like the people in Congress and like any of these hearings that have been happening that say, well, look at like getting pregnant from this rape as like a gift. No. Fuck you and no.
Like I understand how they see that. Like I totally understand how they see that. And I feel like a lot of it's spoken from the point of view of people who are hurt. Because I feel like there's like it's the same reason I don't like if you're transgender, like if you're a man who became a woman, you're not a woman. As far as I'm concerned, you're a man who became a woman. You're a man dressed up like a woman. Because my argument for that has always been there are women who, for whatever reason, there are women who genuinely wanted to have babies. Like they wanted to have kids and they can't because of like something that was beyond their control. And a lot of those women feel that because they can't have kids, they're not a woman. They're not a complete woman anymore. Like a lot of women feel the same way when they have to get like a mastectomy, or you guys get a double mastectomy. They feel like their womanhood has been taken from them. Like the same goes for a dude. If a dude gets his dick cut off by some crazy bitch, like he's lost his manhood. Like your penis is called your manhood. Like if you get a fucking penis put on, it doesn't make you a dude. Like it makes you a chick with a fake penis. Like that's what it is. Like there's no other way to look at that. I mean, there's plenty of other ways to look at it, but they're all wrong. It's like it's just like that crazy white bitch who back in like 2009 got called out for like not being black, but she was telling everybody she was black. Like I don't remember her name, but I remember she had a dumbass name, and everybody was it's unfathomable that anybody was able to like really buy into the idea that she indeed was black. People thought she was black for real, and I can't for the life of me figure out how anybody thought that shit was real. So like when it comes to assault, I feel like the woman has to be willing to testify that she was assaulted. For one, as a woman, like if you accept the fact that you're helping other people, if you tell the truth that hey, I was assaulted, and you have to get beyond the fact that well, they're gonna ask a bunch of questions that I don't want to answer, and I don't want to like have to do this, that, and the third. It's like you're still just thinking about you. There's so many, like the person who assaulted you, if you do nothing out of like the fear of yourself, you're leaving that person, like no one knows that person is doing this. Nobody knows. So how the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like how do you, like if you don't report this person, then what's the plan? Like what if you found out that this person, this dude who raped you, what if he raped like a teenager? Like, would you not feel like shit? Because like, had you possibly gone to the police, you might have been able to like save that adolescent from what you went through. Wouldn't that be the case? Like, as a woman, shouldn't you want to like protect other women from going through something awful? Or are you just under the impression that like, well, if I had to go through it, you can go through it? Like, so that's kind of that's just part of my like misunderstanding of that. And like we've had like so many years where it's been so many decades where men have been like accused of rape or been accused of assault and it was all a lie. It all has to work together. like to simply say like, yes, I need to make sure that I'm not pregnant. You need to also like I don't know how I can make that make sense to anybody who doesn't get it. You have to say you were assaulted. You have to go through the shit that you probably don't want to go through. You have to go through it. So one, you're not able to just game the system, but also you can't just say you were assaulted by somebody. It could be a lie, and that's no good. So there's a reason for all of it. Like I don't understand that. And it's like, yeah, if she goes, if she's like, yeah, I got assaulted, and it's like, okay, like we're gonna put we're gonna do the thing, we're gonna have you talk to the cop, blah 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 blah, and then we're gonna have the thing done, do the thing, and then when the thing's done, the thing stuff. It's like, all right, cool. It's like, all right, so like because like if you don't want the baby, I'd assume. Like, does that make sense? I feel like I know that I'm rambling. My mouth is dry. Like I know that I'm rambling, but I'm simply trying to I'm trying to say you shouldn't be able to just claim you were assaulted to get free healthcare, because effectively at that point that's what it would be. Like you're seeking free healthcare. Does that make sense? Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like if the only way to have it taken care of is to go to the hospital, then effectively that's what it would be. I feel like none of that made sense.
No, it makes sense. Like, I'm not gonna act like it doesn't.
But because I'm pro, like I don't like. I will say this: like if you were sexually assaulted, you by under no circumstance should have to. You missed that, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I don't have enough eggs to do stuff.
You do. You have two.
I think it takes 3, doesn't it?
No, it takes 2. I think you got to put one in each hospital.
Okay. I thought it was million.
Yeah. I haven't played this game. I would like to remind you.
The more pressing concern that I would say that came out of Roe v. Wade is that Clarence Thomas, one of the longer reigning judges that are on the Supreme Court, has also stated that he wants to get rid of I forget the actual names of them, but it was basically the thing that made gay marriage legal.
Yeah.
And the thing that makes sodomy legal.
How is butt fucking on the docket?
It was a thing.
Get the eggs. It's anxiety inducing to watch somebody play a collectathon and not collect all the stuff on to walk by it and not get it. It's like, oh my god. Like, this is what stops you from watching a lot of Game Grump shit. Is Aaron just retardedly not playing the game the way you're supposed to play it. Like, it's a collectathon. Collect all the pickups. Because there's gonna come a point where it's like, I don't have enough of the things to do the stuff I need to do. It's like, it's because you weren't playing it right. Like, Jesus Christ. More specifically, don't fucking... the egg, baby, I like the egg. If that was the voice that came out, it'd be great. Ah, shit.
I'll just have to remember to get that later.
Nom 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 egg.
There was something else on the docket. I forget what it was though.
Oh, if it's in Texas.
There's three things that he was wanting to overturn specifically. Oh yeah, the Texas stuff, I don't even know what to say about that. Because they want to get rid of, they want to bring segregation back, basically.
Yeah, Texas is kind of Texas is bananas, to say the very least. It's more peculiar to me that in today's society, in the kind of society we live in, how you could even be I think now's the time. I think everybody's sick of this whole racial harmony. How do you open your mouth to say that? To say that.
I will say, Clarence Thomas, the only thing that was based around the Roe v. Wade stuff that they overturned that he didn't mention by name was the thing about interracial marriage. which is convenient given that he is in an interracial marriage.
But he's not dating a white man.
He's dating a white woman.
Yeah, obviously, but I'm just saying that
Yes.
He doesn't mind
But yeah.
getting rid of gay.
Yeah, that's why the gay marriage thing doesn't bother him, because it doesn't affect him.
Ugh. Okay, so the last thing I was trying to say before we end this episode is like, so the idea of like, what's it? The idea of you get assaulted. Yeah, you should totally be allowed to have that taken care of. Like you just should. You should 100% be allowed to have them taken care of if you follow the right protocol. And for you to, and like I can't help but think like for you to say, well, there shouldn't be a protocol. I should just be able to get it for free, or I should just be able to do this if I want it. It's like, yeah, that's no. Like that in my opinion is like what I mean by it's American as fuck for you to openly state that I want this thing, give it to me. And like there's like it like not even simply stating like I you should give it to me because it's a constitutional right. First off, I feel like there's a lot of people who use the phrase constitutional right or just the phrase right in general and don't understand that like most rights aren't actual rights. They're just things that we all assume this would be alright, right? You know what I mean? Like we assume that it'd be cool to let this person do this thing. Like the right the right to bear arms doesn't mean what most gun owners think it means.
No, it means you're allowed to keep a gun in your home in times of like military, like
yeah. It was more so along the lines of if like the militia in the town over were to invade your town, like
yeah,
you should be able to have a gun to protect
yourself.
Yeah, to protect your family and more or less protect your city. It doesn't mean that you should be allowed to have an AR-15 because you want one. That's what it really is. That's what it is, and that's what most people think. Like people fail to understand the right to free speech does not mean you can say whatever you want. It simply means that if you are a journalist, like you can't be forced to be quiet about a certain subject. You are allowed to say whatever it is that whatever you feel you need to say so that the public can be informed about a certain topic. Kind of it. Like this is they're do they not question why their faces are here?
Doesn't seem like it.
But as far as like incestuous relationships go, I feel like if the couple who had the baby happen to be if they're both adults, you know what I mean? If you and your cousin have a baby together, Banjo's face, Kazooie's face. I was wrong. I'm scared now. Everything I know is a lie. Like I feel like it's above Banjo's head. I meant Banjo. Going right under it. Ah. One under that. Nope. What? What's that then? A musical note. They switch it. I ain't hearing this shit. Well, that's it. Like, yeah, if you two grown-ass motherfuckers have a baby and y'all are cousins, like, I think y'all should be forced to have to raise it. That's my opinion on that. Because you're adults at that point. Like, you should know where babies come from. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, do you know where babies come from? I assume you either use condoms because you're sexually active against all odds.
Yeah.
Do you use condoms or do you pull out?
I use condoms.
Okay. I'm gonna say this, and this is not relative to anything other than the fact that get the goddamn feathers. See, if I hadn't told you, you wouldn't have came back and saw Green Boy. Jamal said that that was the method he used for the longest time. He just pulled out. And he said that anyone who says that the pull-out method doesn't work is a liar or they're doing it wrong. And the reason he said that was because for all the years that him and his wife were having sex, they didn't have any kids. They never got pregnant. Like, according to him, I don't know how true that is, they never got pregnant. And he said that's because he pulled out. Get the rest of the notes, my dude.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, you trying to abandon ship?
No, I'm just having trouble because camera.
This is terrible. He said that as soon as they decided to have a baby, he just didn't pull out once and she got pregnant. Now, mind you, he could be lying. I don't know. But, and I think you'll back me up on this as this video goes over. I think most people who use the pull-out method don't pull out fast enough. I think most of the time, like, it's quote-unquote too good. And it's kind of, you know how like when you're tired and you got somewhere to be, but your alarm goes off and you're like, I can snooze this. Like, I can do like 3 more minutes and I'm straight. And it's like, yeah, I think it's like that. I think like you're about to orgasm.
I mean, because the thing is when you use the pull-out method, there is no like pull out and then you're coming. It's you pull out and you're jerking off.
Yeah, it's like you need to finish the rest of the way out. And I feel like that's the problem when people say it doesn't work. It's like, no, it works. You're just doing it wrong. That's like saying putting gas in your car doesn't necessarily make it go. Well, if you're pouring it into the back seat, of course not. But, like, as a man, as a guy who has had a spiritual orgasm, I can openly state, like, you know when you're about to nut. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know that feeling of like I'm getting there, I'm almost there, oh my gosh, I'm there, I'm about to come. Like, those are the 3 stages. When you feel like, okay, it's like I'm almost there, it's usually about time to take it out and then start working on other stuff. Because like, the step after that could, like,
all I'm gonna say is that those extra few seconds are not worth the
put your leaky dick away.
the 18 years.
Put your leaky dick away. Like that's personally, I think it is. That's what I like kids. And like I want kids. So there's that. Like,
I mean, but if you don't want kids.
Yeah, but if you don't want children at all, like no. Like at all. But
like, if you want to come inside, like get a vasectomy.
Which nothing happens, it just feels, it's the exact same sensation. It just there's no protozoa.
There's no sperms.
I can't stop coughing. Coffee. I can't believe they haven't put Smash Brothers on the 64 yet. Like, I can't believe that that's not here yet. Like, how is that not a thing?
I'm rather surprised myself.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be doing that for the rest of the night. So yeah, like, like I was also told that like my opinion of like abortion didn't make any sense because like I'm saying like, you know, because I said, because the woman told me like that condoms aren't 100% and birth control isn't 100%. And it's like,
I mean, nothing is technically except for abstinence.
Yeah, and she was like, so would you want people to stop having sex? And it's like, here's the deal. You tell me which makes more sense. Having haphazard sex, unprotected, which means you're still running the risk of STDs, and then getting pregnant, and then having somebody go inside you with a fucking stand mixer and blending up your uterus and then sucking it out with a straw, or just masturbating. Ugh. Yeah. I missed. Like, explain that to me. Explain as a woman. Because I don't know anybody who's had an abortion. But I can say that, like, I can't imagine that it's... I can't
I
imagine...
you're going to stop the episode at some
I
point.
am. And then I started spitting, so I couldn't do shit.
Oh, that's fair.
But I can't imagine, like, getting an abortion doesn't hurt. Or it doesn't... I can't imagine that it's comfortable. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way it hurts less than going to get your teeth cleaned. You know what I mean?
Much.
Like, it's because you're American and you're stupid. Like, your stupid, dumb American brain hears that someone's telling you you can't have something. So you just immediately get pissy and decide that that's not okay. You can't tell me what I can't have. That's fucking dumb. It's super dumb. It's super duper dumb. Because on this, at the same time, women who would say, like, I should be able to have an abortion because I want one, would still say, like, hey, gun owners don't need a fucking AK-47. It's like, you American piece of shit. Like, does anybody not hear how batshit that sounds? I should have the thing I want because I'm me, but he should not have that over there. That's so fucking stupid. Anyway, I hope you've been thoroughly offended. If you haven't been, I'm sorry that I let you down. But either way, until next time, get out.